Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I already know y'all are gonna have questions on this look. There's a video on it. I will link it up in the cards above. We are here today to talk about perfume. You guys know that I have really been getting into perfumes. I have generated quite the collection here, and I have been exploring a lot of different things. And I was contacted by Dossier, which was very timely because I was already looking at their brand anyway. So I'd come across this company via Instagram. Dossier is a fragrance house that specializes in recreations of well-known fragrances. So they do inspired fragrances. And what I love about the brand the most is that even though you are getting inspired fragrances for a better price, $29 a bottle, I mean, can't beat that. You're still getting a luxury product. You're still getting a long-lasting product, cruelty-free, vegan, made in France. So I wanted to share the 2 cents that they sent me with you guys today and just review them so you guys can get an idea of what I think of the brand. So if you're interested in learning more about Dossier perfumes, then just keep on watching. And y'all know I have to have my coffee here. I mean, if I don't have a hot beverage, did I do a video? So, I have 2 fragrances here from Dossier, and they have a nice catalog on their website, and they are expanding, coming out with new scents daily. But their main focus are fragrances that are well-known, fragrances that are very common in the industry. So, I picked out 2. I decided to pick out 1 floral and 1 oriental. So the first one that I want to share is the one that I love the most. So what I love about Dossier perfumes is that they pretty much have like a foolproof way of doing this, right? So when you get your package, I love the package because the boxes are so cute. They come like this, and they open up to your perfume. Now, along with your perfume comes a sample. So what I love about this is that you can order your perfume and you can try it risk-free. You get your little sample vial here, so you can try the sample, and if you don't like it, you can send it back for free and just get a refund. You don't have to worry about using the bottle and not being able to return it. I know that that's a difficulty for a lot of perfume houses, but that's not for this. And I really like that because it does save a lot of waste. You don't have to worry about this, you know, your actual perfume being used and then they just have to throw it out. You just use your sample, decide if you like it, and if you don't, then you can return it risk-free, which I really appreciate that. You guys know I'm a sustainability major, environmental science, and so even though doing anything related to beauty isn't always the most environmental, you know, it's kind of just not a thing. It is nice when companies come up with these ways to make returns, but not actually make returns problematic, and try to keep as much waste as out of the environment as possible. So again, these are made in France. They're vegan and cruelty-free. You get that risk-free order, and you get clean ingredients, so you're getting a nice clean perfume. And so the first one I really wanted to try is Oriental Floral One. This is what the bottles look like. I think they're so nice. They kind of give you that, I feel like they give you kind of that Le Labo vibe, you know, but nice, compact, easy. I also love that they have the magnetic caps. This is something that I love about a lot of higher end luxury fragrances, is that magnetic cap. And when I saw that, they got me. So the notes on Oriental Floral One, the top notes are orange blossom. The middle notes are jasmine, sambac, hazelnut, and iris. And the base notes are patchouli and gourmand accord. And this fragrance is inspired by Lancôme La Vie Est Belle. I am someone who has tried La Vie Est Belle a lot, and I really enjoy the fragrance, but for me, it's so overdone, you know? And I didn't want to spend that much money to smell like everybody else. It's a fragrance that I really enjoy, but at the same time, it's a fragrance that everybody and their mom wears. And I just, if I'm going to buy a perfume, every now and then I'll get those, you know, basic B scents, you know, to add to my collection. But I typically don't like to spend a lot of money to smell like everyone else. And this immediately, as soon as I opened it, before I even sprayed it, I was like, yep, that's La Vie Belle. And I love the atomizer on this as well. You get this really soft mist of perfume. And I will say, upon the first spray, I feel like the jasmine really comes through on the first spray. Like, you get the orange blossom, but you really get that jasmine at first comes through. And then once it lies on your skin, it smells exactly like La Vie Belle. The only difference for me is that this is a fluffier version. So if you have purchased La Vie Belle before, I've experienced this too in the times that I have used it, because I've gotten some decants of it. And La Vie Belle can be kind of headache inducing. It can be a little nauseating. This is not that. This is fluffy. You still get that beauty of the jasmine and the orange blossom, but I feel like the hazelnut note in this and that Gourmand accord really gives us this fluffy, almost marshmallowy scent to it. And if I have to be honest, I like it more than the fragrance that it is inspired by. I think that this is easier for me to wear. It's easier on my nose. It doesn't give me a headache. And it just makes me smell edible, but in a very classy way. This is definitely great for all day, morning, noon, and night. And I can see anyone wearing this for all seasons. It's going to be nice in the winter because it does have that sweetness to it. But the sweetness isn't too much for those warmer months either. The heat doesn't make this get nasty or gross. So I really enjoy this, and I'm so happy I picked this one. This is definitely that classic sweet orange blossom fragrance that is so popular right now. I mean, it's so popular that even brands that I didn't think would be trying to come out with similar scents are coming out with similar scents. But I really enjoy this, and it lasts forever too. This lasts on my skin for about 8 hours, which is great for me. I wore this to work. I got a lot of compliments. People were like, oh, you smell good. Girl, what you wearing? And when I told them that it was a $29 perfume, they were like, what? And there were some people who, because some of my customers, you know, they're very bougie like me. And they're very into perfume. And they were like, oh, are you wearing La Vie Belle? And I was like, no. Or some asked if I was wearing Black Opium. And I was like, no. She's a little different. But yeah, I really appreciate the fluffiness and lightness that this fragrance has. So Oriental Floral One, I feel like it is the same intensity and definitely a great recreation of La Vie Belle, but I think that it's more wearable. I think it's easier to pull off for a lot of people. And if you're one of those people like me that doesn't want to spend a ton of money to smell like every other chick on the planet, Oriental Floral One is going to be your gal. I really, really enjoy this. Okay, now let's talk about the other one. So I went with a straight up floral because I was just very curious to see how this would go. I don't own any Chanel fragrances, and I had a decant of this inspired fragrance to try to compare with you guys, but I don't know where it is. But this one is Floral Four. So there she is again. Nice packaging, sturdy glass, and your magnetic top. Love it. So the notes on Floral Four are mandarin. For top notes are mandarin, grapefruit, neroli, cassis, and bergamot. The middle notes are tuberose, jasmine, and orange blossom. And the base notes are sandalwood and white musk. And this fragrance is inspired by Chanel Gabriel. So I used to have a small bottle of Chanel Gabriel, and I really enjoy it now. Smelling it in the bottle, it smells like a spot on recreation, but there are some differences on the skin. So I usually don't spray myself with 2 perfumes at once, but here we go. Oh, it smells so good. So this has a lot of the same characteristics as Chanel Gabriel. I remember when it came out, a lot of people said they were disappointed by the fragrance. I thought it was very elegant, and this carries a lot of that same elegance. For me though, there are some differences that I really don't mind. For me, this is greener. So with Gabriel, you guys know Chanel perfumes are very aldehydic, and this does kind of lack that. And I think that's why this comes off so green. It comes off greener, and it comes off a little bit more zesty, which I think might be from those top notes of the grapefruit and the mandarin. I do get the jasmine in this, but not as much. It comes through more as it dries down on the skin. And it does have that subtle powderiness from the sandalwood and the white musk, but it's not a deep scent. This is a citrusy floral, slightly powdery, very easy to wear during the daytime. I would not consider this a nighttime fragrance, but I feel like not everyone is going to like this. You definitely have to be into florals. You definitely have to be a big fan of jasmine. I don't get a lot of tuberose in this, surprisingly. Usually tuberose can be a little prominent when it's in fragrances, but I don't get a ton of tuberose in this. If I had to really give it 3 points, I would say it is floral, bright, and slightly powdery. The powderiness of it kind of gives it that elegance, but that brightness still kind of makes it youthful and very enjoying. I think that this is something that a lot of people are going to get compliments on. I personally haven't worn this to my job because I just don't do well with florals at my job. Y'all know I have a very busy job, and usually I end up very sweaty. I oftentimes end up outside too. And I don't like to wear florals to my job because I just feel like as I sweat, it just makes them very unbearable. But I have worn this when I've gone out, and this is also a compliment getter. It's one of those fragrances that it feels different, but also it feels familiar. So I think that this is it definitely resembles Chanel Gabriel for sure. But I think this is definitely a punchier version of that. This also lasts a little bit longer for me than the La Vie Belle. Sweet scents don't always last as long on me as like heavy florals do. So this one I get about 9 to 10 hours out of. And I like the dry down on this because once it's, after like, I would say hour 6 or 7, it really is just this nice, comforting jasmine fragrance that I really enjoy. So this would be a good daytime fragrance for someone who really loves florals. If you're into jasmine, you like orange blossom, and you like a little bit of citrus in your fragrance, it's a great daytime fragrance. But I can also see this being great for, you know, like special occasions, like a special tea or like a really nice fancy outdoor event, because this smells really good outside. I think it's because there's a greenness to it. It smells really nice outside, and I know that probably sounds weird, but it really does. This reminds me a lot of Gabriel, but it's not as close to that as Oriental Floral One is to La Vie Belle. I mean, this is pretty much spot on. Yeah, like it's sweet caramel, orange blossom, so good. So yeah, I am really happy with these. I feel like Floral Four is definitely like a floral lover's dream. If you love jasmine, if you love that hint of orange blossom, if you like citrusy fragrances, this is definitely like a citrusy powdery floral that isn't dated. This isn't going to give you like someone's grandma vibes. This definitely has like a youthfulness to it. It just feels like a woman like in her late 20s, early 30s, who just has an air of sophistication about her. She knows what she wants. She knows what she likes. She's not overpowering or overbearing, but you know that she's a serious woman. That's what this smells like to me. So I really enjoy this. It's not as aldehydic, again, like I said, with the with its original counterpart, but it's really, really close. And it smells really, really good. But my favorite out of the two is absolutely Oriental Floral One, because it's weird. I've been loving my sweet scents lately. I'm usually like a deep, woodsy, peppery, suede type of gal with like some sweet notes mixed in. I like amber, you know, some iris, some patchouli. But this one is really just getting that sweet need for sweet that I've been loving. I mean, I have just been bathing myself in it. It smells so good. I just really enjoy it. I am loving Oriental Floral One, but I do enjoy Floral Four as well. I don't wear it as often, but I do enjoy this. This one has a very specific time and place for me, if that makes sense, but I feel like Oriental Floral One is for any special occasion. But they have a really great catalog of fragrances. I know they have dupes for like Angel. I think they have one for J'adore. I think they have one for Alien up there too. I definitely want to try the one for Alien and the one for Angel and see if I prefer their take of Angel. I love Angel Muse, but I do not like the original Angel. So I'm curious to see if their take on the original Angel is as good. I've watched some other videos on Dossier fragrances and people have said that their version of Angel is like spot on. But yeah, I highly suggest you guys check out their catalog. They have a great list of scents, and especially like if you're just getting into perfumes, but you don't know where to start, I feel like I definitely give them my stamp of approval because they're long lasting, high quality. They're not going to disappear on your skin in like an hour, you know? I see that with a lot of inspired fragrance companies, and I don't have that issue with them. So if you're just getting into fragrances, maybe you want to, you know, kind of take a step on that side and see if you can find things that you like, try to figure out what your favorite fragrance profiles are and things like that. Dossier is a great place to start. Again, $29 a bottle, you can't beat that. All of them are 50 ml bottles, so you get a great amount of product in them. And these are gonna last you forever. You don't need a lot. I mean, I drench myself in perfume because I'm just that person, but you really don't need a lot. So you get a great amount of product, a great quality. The packaging, I really like I said, it feels like something it gives you that apothecary vibe, right? And I like that. So I'm really excited to just continue to use these in my collection. I've also mixed these with other things in my collection, and they're really great to mix as well. So I'm a huge fan of these. Like I said, Oriental Floral One, if you like sweet orange blossom scents, you gotta try this one because this is actually one of my favorites. And I've tried quite a few sweet orange blossom scents from other designer houses, and I like this one more. And I think if you really enjoy florals, you will really enjoy Floral Four. I like my florals, but I have to have them kind of in small doses. Like I said, I'm more of that like warm, smoky kind of gal, but I'm with it. So yeah, I definitely want to try some of their other perfumes as well. They did give me a discount code for you guys, and I will leave that right here. That's the Third Eye Angel 10 to get 10% off of your order when you use that. So definitely check them out and let me know what you guys think. Overall, I'm just really impressed. I love their message. I just love the way that they do things, and I love that you can make an order and you can try it risk-free and send it back if you don't enjoy it. That's not something that you get with a lot of perfume companies. Usually, once you get it, you're stuck with it. And Dossier makes it very easy for you to try, guilt-free. I love that they use clean ingredients. And I just love that you get that luxury vibe without always having to pay the luxury price tag. So let me know, have you guys tried Dossier fragrances? I know a couple of you have asked me about them, and I told you guys that I was testing the fragrances out, but let me know, have you decided to go ahead and try them out? I think this is a great place to start, but even if you really are just already into fragrances, I think that you will really like them. I think that you'll really enjoy them. I'm really just impressed with the longevity and just the quality of the fragrances. I have a lot of things in my collection that these really hold up to, and that's impressive to me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, I do have that coupon code, the Third Eye Angel 10, to get 10% off of your order. And do make sure you check out the description box below. I will have the website and everything you need to know about Dossier linked in the description below. So if you have any further questions, I'll have all that information down there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to comment and let me know, what do you think about Dossier, and do you think you might try them? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.